All right, this is day number 65. We took one loss and two trades, but I'll combine these into one and I'll tell you why in a little bit. So, for the daily chart, um, we are setting what I believe now the lower wick. We are at all-time high, so with this trend, I'm not really looking to short this because we are obviously going up. And the 12-hour has this fair value gap. So what I'm thinking is that we touch this fair value gap and this might be a catalyst for us to pull higher. So if you look at the 4-hour, we are kind of bearish, right? And the same thing for the 1 hour, but internally we might be bullish. So I was thinking that we might go up to these highs and sweep them and then go bearish. And if you look at the 15-minute, you can see that internally we were bullish. Now, before New York session started, I wanted to actually long this right here. But at the time we got here, I was still not allowed to trade. So I decided to wait a little bit more. And so if you look here at the 5 minute, we got this order block right here and we pushed higher. So that makes the 5 minute bullish. And technically anything from here all the way up there is bullish. So I see we going down. We sort of like disrespected this fair value gap, and this is where price got a little bit messy here. But I see us going down, and I said, okay, ideally I want to see this hold. And this also aligns with the 15-minute order block. So ideally, this also holds as well. So I went down on the 1 minute and I see this inverted right here. I see this inverted and I was paying attention to this level. So I waited for price to come into the fair value gap and then break this high right here. Keeping in mind that there was this order block, which is also like a 5 minute order block. But since we were reacting from the bullish one, and if we were in fact moving bullishly, we should not get any problem going up there. Now, I got in right here on this candle, and my stop was right here, and my target was this level up here somewhere. But here's the thing. We had news at 3 p.m., right? So at 2:57, I decided to exit due to the fact of news volatility. So I just decided to exit here, and I said, I don't want to make the same mistake I did a couple of weeks ago where we had orange folder news and then we chopped and I got slipped for a whole lot more than I was risking. So I said, okay, I'm just going to take it off at break even here and I'm just going to wait. And if I see, and I had this in my mind, like if I see like the news movement move and close above here, then I'm going to enter with a stop, with an entry there, a stop here, and the target was up here as well. So not the same risk to reward, but still good risk to reward because this is a 1 to 2.37 risk to reward. So I decided to enter there, but this time I only went with 2 contracts because this was $57 risk. I already taken a loss for 16. I risked 3 contracts on the first one, which was about $100 risk. So yeah, just decided to went with half risk, just because it was the second trade of the day and things could still get messy. And so I got in after this close. So I waited for this close right here. I got in on that, and I've put my stop loss on this low right here because I'm thinking I want to make this tight. I want to see a move right after to there. And then you can see that it almost tags me out right here and then it pushes up. And I said, okay, there's this order block. This is still holding. So I was confident at this point that we went up. Then I see this candle open, this one, the one that stopped me out, and I see no power of free. So I said, okay, are we going again to the lows and then up to set this higher wick? But no, I just ended up getting stopped out. I got stopped out for $57 plus the 16 that I had risk, and that put me at minus 75. So overall, given the information at the time, I mean, I would have still taken this because for me this looks ready to go up. There's this inversion, although there's technically not a 1 minute break of structure. I still consider this like a good setup, not A plus, but like an A minus, right? And then you got the 5 minute, which was bullish. We held this. We also held on the 15 minute, right? So we went down here. We held this. So I'm thinking like there's a good chance that we go to this area right here, sweep some liquidity, and then go back down. But yeah, ended up taking a loss there. Doesn't really matter. I followed the plan. I was patient. I should have been more patient with the close above here, but then I would have not have any target or a really good risk to reward if I'm targeting like this area right here where you got the close, the daily close, and then the London session highs. So that's it for day number 65. I hope you enjoyed, and I see you next week for day number 66.